On this day in Tudor history, the 30th of September 1515, Henry VIII's elder sister Margaret Tudor slipped across the Scottish border into England, heavily pregnant, newly remarried, and out of political favour. That flight set up one of the most important births of the century, Lady Margaret Douglas, a girl who would one day help link the Tudor and Stuart crowns. I'm historian and author Claire Ridgway, and let me set the scene. Margaret Tudor, daughter of Henry VII and Elizabeth of York, married King James IV of Scotland in 1503, a glittering Anglo-Scottish match meant to secure peace. In 1513, James IV fell at Flodden, leaving their toddler James V as king. By her husband's will and Scottish custom, Queen Margaret became regent, but only while she remained a widow. In August 1514, scarcely a year into her regency, Margaret married for love, Archibald Douglas, 6th Earl of Angus. Romantic, but disastrous. The marriage voided her right to the regency. The powerful John Stuart, Duke of Albany, the next adult male in the royal line, long based in France, was summoned to take the regency and custody of the young king and his infant brother Alexander, Duke of Ross. By late 1515, with Albany in control and the royal children held at Stirling, Margaret, pregnant and increasingly isolated, feared for her safety and her position. She made a dash for England, seeking refuge with her brother Henry VIII. She reached Harbottle Castle in Northumberland, under the protection of Lord Dacre on the border. There, in the chill of an autumn fortress, she gave birth in early October to a daughter, Lady Margaret Douglas. The Dowager Queen hoped that Henry VIII would back her return to the regency, but her brother had no appetite for war with Scotland. He offered hospitality and help, but not an army. Margaret lingered in the north, where she was informed of the death of her younger son, and then she moved on to the royal court, still pleading her cause. Meanwhile, her marriage to Angus deteriorated. Money, power and loyalty all in question. In 1517, with tempers cooled and safe conduct arranged, she returned to Scotland, temporarily reconciling with Angus. And the baby? Well, Lady Margaret Douglas grew up mostly in England, close to her Tudor kin, firstly in Cardinal Wolsey's household and then in Princess Mary's, and she was frequently at court. She was brilliant, headstrong and occasionally scandal-prone. Her ill-fated betrothal to Lord Thomas Howard landed her in hot water, as did her subsequent relationship with his half-nephew Sir Charles Howard. She settled down in 1544, marrying Scottish exile Matthew Stewart, 4th Earl of Lennox. The couple had two sons, their eldest being Henry Stewart, Lord Darnley, who married Mary Queen of Scots in 1565. Darnley and Mary's child was James VI of Scotland, James I of England, the monarch who united the crowns in 1603. So that desperate flight of Margaret Tudor in 1515 and the baby born at Harbottle sit right on the road to the Stuart succession. Margaret Tudor's story is a reminder that marriages, regencies and family rows in the 1510s had far-reaching dynastic consequences. So on this day, a pregnant Queen Dowager crossed a border, and within 2 generations, her great-grandson would be crossing that same border to unite 2 kingdoms under a single crown. If you enjoyed this on this day, please like and subscribe for daily Tudor history. And a question for you: was Margaret's remarriage brave or reckless, or a bit of both? Pop your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.